Hi everyone, this is Masterpiece Convoy back with my review on the Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Rodimus Prime Part 2. Today we shall be taking a look at both Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime's robot modes. So let's start with Hot Rod's robot mode, and I gotta say it's a good looking robot mode, except the exhaust pipes are slightly proportioned off because they do not sit flush with the hands. That is my only nitpick that I got. But other than that, it's still a good looking robot mode. So let's take a closer look at his robot mode and see all the molding and details that are all over him. Plus the stickers that he has. Now for articulation, his head can move side to side. The arms is on a ball joint hinge, so they can move all the way around on an angle due to the spoiler. Side to side. The elbows is on a ball joint, so they can move forward and rotate 360. The legs is on a hinge joint, so they can move forward a bit. Back a bit. All the way side to side. The knees is on a hinge joint, so they can move forward, back, inner bend, and rotate 360. The foot is on a hinge, so it can move forward and back. Plus, you could have him holding energon weapons. A Contract Bot's weapon. Or with his very own two guns. But yeah, all in all, I would give Hot Rod's robot mode a 9.9 out of 10 only because the exhaust pipes are slightly proportioned off and they do not sit flush with the hands. So now we shall go into the Rodimus Prime mode, but before we do that, there's just one thing that I forgot to mention in part 1, but you can even plug in both a Titan Master and a Prime Master onto the trailer, but not Pretender shells. So now we shall go into the Rodimus Prime mode. And here is where the matrix is stored in both vehicle and robot modes. And here is Rodimus Prime in his robot mode. And yeah, this is where he falls apart in for 2 reasons. The first reason is because these panels here are not on hinges at all, so they cannot fold up in order to sit flush with the arms. But the main reason he falls apart the most in is because of the backpack. It is completely hollow. There are no hinges at all in order to fold the backpack up so it can sit flush with the back yellow spoiler piece here. So let's take a closer look at his robot mode and see all the molding details that are all over him. Plus the stickers that he has. Now for articulation, the head can move side to side. The arms is on a hinge joint, so they can move all the way around. Side to side. Forward and backward movements. The elbows is on both a mushroom peg and a hinge joint, so it can bend. And rotate 360. The wrist can also rotate 360. This panel here can move up for the leg movement. The legs is on a hinge joint, so they can move forward, back, side to side, and rotate 360. The knees is on a hinge joint, so they can move forward and back. The foot is on a hinge joint, so they can move forward and back. Plus, you could have them holding energon weapons. A construct but's weapon. Or with his own gun. Now, for a quick comparison, here he is next to MP10, and you can see he is more or less masterpiece size. But yeah, all in all, I would give Rodimus's robot mode a 9 out of 10 only because those panels are not on hinges in order to fold up and sit flush with the arms, but the main reason is because of the backpack being completely hollow. Now, do I wish the backpack was on hinges so it can fold up and sit? flush with the back yellow spoiler piece here? And the answer is yes. I really hope that a third-party Transformers company would do a Power of the Primes Rodimus trailer with panels being on hinges to fold up and sit flush with the forearms, and also the backpack being on hinges so it can fold up and sit flush properly. Now, do I think this works as an updated G1 Hot Rod and Rodimus's robot mode? For Hot Rod, yes. For Rodimus, not so much. Well, that would more or less complete my review on the Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Rodimus Prime. This is Master Space Convoy signing off.